In today's video, we're exploring the captivating life and career of the talented actress and singer Lea Michele. From her breakthrough role in Glee to her personal life and achievements, we're covering everything you need to know about Lea Michele. Join us as we delve into her detailed biography, her close-knit family, her successful profession, her loving husband, and her impressive net worth. Whether you're a dedicated fan or just curious about her journey, this video has all the insights you're looking for. Lea Michele is an American actress, singer, and songwriter. She began her career as a child actress on Broadway, appearing in productions of Les Miserables, Ragtime, Fiddler on the Roof, and Spring Awakening. Born August 29, 1986, age 37 years, the Bronx, New York, United States. Spouse, Zandy Reich, M. 2019. Parents, Edith Sarfati, Mark Sarfati. Awards, full list. Children, 1. Instruments, vocals. Lea Michele net worth $12 million. Early life and education. Lea Michele Sarfati was born in the Bronx, New York. She is the only child of Edith Thomasina née Porcelli, a retired nurse, and Mark David Sarfati, a real estate agent and former delicatessen owner. Her mother is an Italian-American with ancestors from Rome and Naples, while her father is a Sephardic Jew with Judeo-Spanish-speaking ancestors from Thessaloniki, Greece. Most of the Jews in Thessaloniki were killed during the Holocaust, including Michele's great-great-grandmother. Michele was raised in her mother's Catholic faith, and has stated that her father gladly attended Mass with them. She spent the first 4 years of her life living in the Bronx, until she and her parents moved to the more suburban area of Tenafly, New Jersey. The family also rented an apartment in Manhattan, where they lived when Michele was performing on Broadway. Michele was educated at Rockland Country Day School for elementary school in Congers, New York. Michele started using her middle name at an early age. When she went on her first audition, for the role of young Cosette in Les Miserables, she gave her name as Lea Michele, and has used it professionally ever since. Michele stated that she intentionally left off her surname because she was teased about its pronunciation. During the audition, she sang Angel of Music from The Phantom of the Opera, the only musical she knew at the time. Michele went along to support a friend, but ended up landing the part herself. In 1997, Michele was homeschooled while living and working in Toronto, where she performed in a production of Ragtime. For her high school education, Michele attended Tenafly High School. During her time there, she was on the volleyball team, the debate team, and participated in choir. In her teens, when she was not working on the stage, Michele had a part-time job at a bat mitzvah dress shop. She also worked at her father's deli. Michele refrained from auditioning for Broadway roles during her freshman, sophomore and junior years so she could focus on her education. In the summers of 2000, 2001, and 2002, Michele attended Stage Door Manor, a performing arts training center in the Catskills. At Stage Door, she was part of the touring troupe Our Time Cabaret, and performed in productions of Side by Side by Sondheim and The Who's Tommy. In her final summer at the camp, Michele was to perform in a production of Sweet Charity, but instead booked the role of Wendla Bergman in a workshop of Spring Awakening, forcing her to drop out. She was later accepted to New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, but opted instead to continue working professionally on the stage. When Michele was 19 years old, her mother Edith was diagnosed with uterine cancer. Edith received treatment from the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City. Career: 1995 to 2008, beginnings and stage roles. Michele made her Broadway debut in 1995, at the age of 8, as a replacement in the role of young Cosette in Les Miserables. Michele was also the understudy for the role of Gavroche. This was followed by the role of the little girl in the 1998 original Broadway cast of Ragtime. Michele portrayed the part of the little girl for a year in the original Toronto cast, before the production was transferred to Broadway. As a child, she voiced a main character, Christina, in the animated film Buster and Chauncey's Silent Night, released on October 13, 1998. In 2004, Michele began portraying Sprinza in the Broadway revival of the musical Fiddler on the Roof, and understudied the role of Shava. She also performed on the cast recording of the show. Michele next played the role of Wendla Bergman and Steven Sater in Duncan Sheik's musical version of Spring Awakening, starring in early workshops and off-Broadway performances, before finally originating the role in the 2006 Broadway production at the age of 20. In February 2005, she performed as Wendla at the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. Around the same time that Spring Awakening was set to go to Broadway, Michele was offered the role of Eponine Thénardier in the Broadway revival of Les Miserables. She elected to remain with Spring Awakening, which premiered on Broadway in December 2006. For her performance, she was nominated for the Drama Desk Award for Outstanding Actress in a Musical. In January 2008, Michele starred in a concert production of the musical Alive in the World as Phoebe, aiding the Twin Towers Orphan Fund. In April 2008, she performed a Flops and Cuts concert at Joe's Pub with her boyfriend at the time, stage actor Landon Beard. She also debuted her solo cabaret Once Upon a Dream at Feinstein's at the Loews Regency. In May 2008, Michele left the Broadway cast of Spring Awakening with her co-star Jonathan Groff. She then performed as Claudia Octavia in a reading of Sheik and Sater's new musical, Nero, in July 2008 at Vassar College. In August 2008, she portrayed Eponine in the Hollywood Bowl's Les Miserables concert, which was directed by Richard J. Alexander. She starred alongside Brian Stokes Mitchell as Javert and John Lloyd Young as Marius Pontmercy, each of whom went on to guest star on Glee. While in Los Angeles for the Les Miserables concerts, she sang at the Upright Cabaret at Mark's Restaurant in Hollywood in August 2008. The next month, she performed at the benefit Broadway Chant Style, Up Close and Personal along with stars such as Laura Bell Bundy, Eden Espinosa and Christopher Cusick. Personal life. Michele began working with actor Corey Monteith in 2008, when they were cast as love interests on Glee. In February 2012, the media reported that they had begun dating. They remained together until his death in July 2013. On April 28, 2018, Michele announced her engagement to businessman Zandy Reich. They were married on March 9, 2019, in Napa, California. On May 2, 2020, Michele announced that she and Reich were expecting their first child. Michele gave birth to a son on August 20, 2020. On March 27, 2024, she announced she was pregnant with her second child, a daughter. In September 2019, Michele revealed she had polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS. She was diagnosed around the age of 30, having struggled with symptoms such as weight gain and acne since the end of Glee.